Hey, what's going on out there, lords and ladies? How's everybody doing? Welcome to another episode of Bohemian Rhapsody. This is episode 39, and I'm your host, the Godless Gamer. Let's have some fun. We are shifting gears today. We are not gonna do as many events as we've been doing. 2 episodes, we had a grand wedding. Last episode, we had a grand tour. And it's time for Freddy to put his business suit back on and get his ass back in the office. He needs to start ruling his realm again, and we need to start growing a little bit more. I have some conquest goals that we're going to start working for. And I have a lot of things that are actually going to drop not too long after we unpause. A lot of things are going to happen, but I'm ready for it. I kind of have a game plan this episode, so we're ready for everything. Bring it on, I say. Between the episodes, I got some important things done, especially marriages. I got a marriage with the Queen of Angria. I got a patrilineal marriage with her because her husband died. I got her betrothed with my nephew, I believe. He's in my dynasty. So the future rulers of Angria, his children, they're going to be of my house, and they're going to be independent rulers, which helps me for the decision of Dynasty of Many Crowns. I currently only have one person who's my dynasty and is an independent ruler. But if I make this marriage happen, when she marries my nephew, their children will be of my dynasty and they will be independent rulers. So that's at least a step in the right direction for Dynasty of Many Crowns. And I was able to get another betrothal to get myself an alliance with the Baltic Empire. They are no longer Lithuania, they are the Baltic Empire now. And I arranged a marriage with their heir, with the heir of the Baltic Empire, and one of my daughters, I believe. So I just grabbed some really good alliances between the episodes, and that's going to be really helpful for us because we already have an alliance with the Byzantines. So we can pretty much start doing a lot of conquest without fear of getting, overpowered by anybody. We have a very pregnant wife right now. She is, how many months? She's 6 months pregnant, and in 3 months we're going to find out if we have an heir that qualifies to have the name Freddy. We want to have a son deserving of our name, and we are going to find out in 3 months. Now, our guild's innovation just dropped, which just gave us more building slots. And now I can get back to work upgrading my economic buildings, which we are going to do. We're going to waste no time. Let's start building things. I hired a court architect, so all of these should finish very quickly. We should get through these buildings in no time. First, we're going to prioritize our manor houses and our farms and fields. We'll fill the empty building slots after we're done with them. Is that everything? I always feel like I miss one. Because I did. Trust your instincts. This one still needs a lot of work. So we're going to be doing a lot of building. We have a minor Liberty faction, but I am swaying this guy, so it should go away. My brother Teddy approaches me as I am sitting by the window. You haven't been the same since what happened? He doesn't say it, but I know he's referring to when my dad, Freddy, died of old age. Everybody went into mourning when Freddy died. Perhaps you need someone to talk to. I could be that someone. I become friends with my brother? That's very nice. And I anticipated this, my new ally, the Queen of Angria. She's calling me to war. And I anticipated this. She's very close. She's just on the other side of the border, so it's not like I'm trudging across the continent. We're gonna help her out. We want her to marry our nephew. And we want their children to be the rulers of Angria. So they tried to ambush my army here. And they were just about to win. A birthday party. I arrived back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I'm 52. I was born on the 1st of June. I'm interested in replacing this trinket here, this masterwork. So I'm gonna grab something small. Prestige, attraction opinion. Prestige, glory hound, vassal opinion. I'm gonna switch it. One more month. Come on, I just need a Freddy. Please, game. RNG. RNG, please. My Spymaster is still my rival, but I'm hoping it goes away. We had another girl. Betty. You were always there for me, and I hope you know that I am grateful. My son and heir Eddie approaches me in a rare moment of contemplation. I get a weak hook on him. I can use that in the future to make him take the vows. It's another way. So we just got a hook on him. About the kids, I think we're gonna have another son. I'm confident. Freddy's feeling good, and my wife still has plenty of time to have children, so we have time, guys. We have time. We'll have sons. We'll be fine. Think about it optimistically. I don't want to think, like, pessimistically about it. We'll be fine. We have plenty of time. They're soulmates, and they're just gonna want to keep banging constantly. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. I have a little bit of stress. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? Some learning lifestyle experience, but my patriarch, or my realm priest, gets a hook on me. I could spend a little bit of money and still get the same amount of lifestyle. Let's throw our money around. Let's do that one. I value the learning lifestyle more than the money and the stress. My domains are... I have so many domains that I have so many places to cover. Compassionate Discord. Moved by my tribulations, King Eddie has offered me his counsel and aid on many occasions, hoping to alleviate the burden of my duties. However, Edward's intentions have incurred the ire of Duchess Zidislava, Edward cannot be trusted. This is merely a ploy to exploit you, my liege. I can try to reconcile them both, and I can permanently increase my diplomacy by 1. If I do this one, she becomes my rival. She's powerful. I don't want her to be my rival. I like the odds of this. 100%. I love my queen. She hasn't given me another son yet, but I still love her. Is this army suiciding on me? Yeah. See? She's pregnant again. I just don't want to have children out of control. I think the next son we get that's really good, we're just going to call it quits because I've got way too many children. Well, all of these girls don't affect my line of succession, so I guess theoretically we can have as many girls as we want. But I would prefer not to have 7 billion children. But she is pregnant again. I just want to have a manageable family. So now we can embrace celibacy whenever we want. I do want carefree as well. For a second, I thought these guys were the... I thought this was my rival for a second. I thought we might be able to stop being rivals. There was no other possible outcome than Freddy winning. I think getting their capital back should win this. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my vassal Count Domislav in a good light have presented themselves. Is the faction gone? It is. Let's get one little boost to his opinion, and then now that I'm not swaying anybody, maybe we can use that to learn a language or something. We're already soulmates with my wife, so I don't have to seduce her or anything. Opinions are no issue now. Let's work on this Duke, I guess. What does he speak? He speaks Saxon? I'm just gonna sway him. Yep, that won it. Now we have the Fascination Men-at-Arms. Let's boost our army. and we can hire a new regiment. And somebody wants me to buy heavy cavalry, and I'm fine with that. We are going to get some heavy cavalry. We don't have any cavalry in our army, so let's round our army out and get some cav. Now, I was thinking that one of the empty building slots in Prague, I was thinking about doing stables. Reduce costs for hosting grand tournament jousts, horse races, and melee contests in my capital. Enables the superior mounts travel option. This holding any cavalry that I station here in Prague will be super strong. The holder of this holding that has the stables, their army movement speed increases 1%. And I believe that's going to go up every time I level stables up. So we're going to be able to increase our travel speed and our movement speed, which I think is really, really strong. And we'll station our cavalry in our capital. And we'll put our bowmen somewhere else. The regiment is raised. Yeah, that's true. The war just needs to end. Somebody died. For a second, I thought I was dying. I still see all the good times I've shared with Francois. Now, as I step into the dimly lit room and see his weak body laying on the bed, almost motionless, I know with certainty that those days won't come back, and I feel a pang of deep sadness. If I remember correctly, we saved this guy from choking, and we became friends after we saved him. So how much stress are we going to take? We're not taking any stress. Okay. I gained some piety for being at his bedside. I'll stay by your side. I didn't take any stress. Well, he hasn't died yet, technically. He hasn't died. The game put us on heraldry. And we're being exposed to urbanization. Knight effectiveness plus 20%. Another accolade. And Gloryhound Vassal opinion plus 5 permanently. Let's do knighthood. Or we could do this one. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Ostseidlung. Promote culture counselor task speed plus 15%. I am trying to convert my culture and spread it. So that would be pretty good. How long is it going to take? 13 years. 14 years. I have some good options here. Fabricate claim on county counselor task speed. That's going to be very helpful for us as well. So we have a few options. I think I'm leaning towards knighthood or this one. Promote culture counselor task speed. I think I'm doing this one. Can you guys end this war already? There we go. The men-at-arms, my heavy cavalry, they're already at full strength. I just did that. Oh, they're not. They're not. I'm such an idiot. I was looking at this number, not this one. I was about to say, damn, they got up to strength very quickly. 3 more months, and then we'll find out again. So we're getting this alliance now. Or, we had the alliance, we're getting this marriage done now. So my nephew and the Queen Beatrix of Angria, they're gonna marry into his house. And their children will be Dynasty Mercury. And we'll have some independent rulers in our house. Or in our dynasty. Another daughter. This is ridiculous. Betty. I'm running out of girl names. Guigon after my wife. Another Guigon? I don't want 2 of them. She's supposed to have the name of her grandmother. Just do it this way. So my wife, my mom, Betty, Skonka. Marie Mercury. Sarah. Sarah Mercury. I got an unpressed claim on the county of Vodi. I just became friends with the King of Ireland? Or who was that? The King of Sweden. Now I'm friends with him. I need to be a little bit careful. I'm building. I don't want to get ahead of myself and drain my coffers. We have plenty of gold, but I just want to make sure we don't run out of money. My army is at full strength now, so we are going to declare a war very quickly. I still have to get this last piece of Nitra. I'm not done with it yet. So we need to declare war on Great Moravia. Look at all these allies that they're gonna pull in. Somebody in England, a count in Wales, a duke in his own realm, the king of Sweden, who's now my friend. So we'll see how that turns out if he joins the war against me. And a duke in Ireland. I'm not intimidated. The war target is going to be their capital, so that should make it very quick. Let's see if we just win this instantly once we take the capital. That would be really clutch. Stables in Prague. We're gonna grab Know Thyself too. I forgot about that one. Probably one of the most useful perks you can get. It's very useful. That only got us... Oh, that's because we didn't capture the entire county. My spymaster has come to me with grave news. It is my knight Henrik that is plotting against my courtier. He's still giving me information, though, even though he's my rival. I'm really hoping we bury the hatchet soon. Someone is trying to kill my niece-in-law? One of my daughters is sick. I intend on starting to fight Hungary. We basically have to take all of Hungary in order to unite the Slavs. So we're going to be fighting them a lot, and we're going to create an enemy that we haven't been fighting, actually. I don't think we've ever fought them. Galicia, Bohemia. You have to start fighting them as well. And eventually, even the Baltic Empire, even though we're allied with them. But we'll deal with them, I guess, later, depending on how this alliance works out. Only time will tell how we'll deal with them. Did I just have another daughter? This is getting ridiculous. Why is it... Unbelievable. We're just going to keep going. If she insists on constantly having daughters, and if she's just going to stop having girls so you can stop going through childbirth constantly. Margaret Mercury? You're gonna get pregnant again. That's how this works. This is unbelievable. All of these castles are still weak wooden castles. Somebody escaped. This little child, my newborn daughter, she's already standing? Greetings, my sensual emperor, Eunike says, spreading her arms. I am very interested in the upbringing of your daughter. Which one? Why this one in particular? Margaret. You see, I speak Lakhitic, a language that I would believe most useful for her to learn. She's 0 years old. What's the rush? I just need coin for quills, ink, parchment, and some personal comp. She can't use a quill. She's too young. She can't write. What is all this for? Is my tutor just trying to make a quick buck off of me? Does she learn the language instantly? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take a little bit of stress because I'm curious. Is she gonna learn this instantly? She already knows a foreign language at 0 years old. Just think about that. Alright, I paused too long. So yes, when we level up the stables, this goes up. I'm actually tempted to keep building stables, even though we're not going to... Because we're only going to do tournaments in probably 1 or 2 places. So this is going to become redundant. But this is really nice here. This could be pretty useful. Men-at-Arms maintenance, minus 1.6%. Well, and it'll get better as we level it up. So it'll make my armies a little bit cheaper. Let's build regimental grounds here. I have siege weapons stationed here. None of these buildings help siege weapons. I didn't think this far ahead. I didn't think about this. Do we, I guess it's really up for grabs. We have all of the buildings that we, like, technically that we need. Everything else is just a bonus. I really like this one because it's holder of this holding, whereas all the other ones are just in the place that I'm building the building, whereas this is just... This just benefits me overall. I'm gonna do another stables here. Now, Koslov. Maybe we can do some hunting grounds. This helps with hunt events, hunt activities. And it gives me a little bit more money. I'm just really tempted to just spam stables. We can always change our minds and switch it to something else. Just for now, I'm going to do the money ones. I'm just going to do the money ones. I don't believe our army needs all the boost. I'm going to do stables here, though. So much building. How much money do we have? We're still okay. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at a local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lady in pearls and silk. So a woman is trying to kill somebody. Let's get more vigilant. And we're about to win. So we're having the amazing problem, again, of being over our domain limit, which is a really great problem to have. It means you're doing well. And I have a holding up here that I was always planning on giving away. I never intended on holding this. And this belongs to the Duke of Ostfalen. So he'll take this off our hands. So now we can hold on to this for as long as we need to. My spymaster has come to me with great news. It's Beatrix, the daughter of Count Johann of Bamberg, that is plotting against my niece-in-law. Create some titles, don't have to. No more factions. I'm gonna keep swaying him. He still needs some work. Let's hope that my wife gets pregnant again. I know that sounds ridiculous because we have so many children, but we really do need another son. I can't stress it enough. I need a spare son. I built a castle here because we're still filling up Krakow. I built another castle here. I don't need it. And we have one more barony to fill. 2 cities, 2 castles, only 1 church. We'll build another church. I'm not going to go crazy sending every single one of my children to university. I'm going to do the important ones. For my daughter, we're going to at least give her a good guardian. She's rowdy. Let's put her on intrigue, and let's give her a good intrigue guardian. This sodomite. Or we can give it to her. Give her to her. She's got a really good intrigue education. And then once my other daughters have their childhood traits revealed, I'll give them guardians. Let's get one solid county that's just straight up money, because that's what Lito Maurice basically is. Farms and fields, it's got windmills, it basically makes money everywhere, so let's just do it again. We can build water mills now, so I don't see why not. I think we've got a nice variety. I'll probably get a whole bunch of hell from you guys in the comments. Oh, you should have built this, or you should be building that. I honestly, I don't think it... I think we'd be, like, splitting hairs at this point, because I'm so goddamn strong, and I am so... My army is so powerful. I'm just kind of building whatever. This is something that we don't have yet, and I want to boost this up. That's why I like these stables. I'm definitely favoring them. My friend Koslov died. Kostalov. I can usurp the kingdom of Great Moravia. I don't think all of the kingdom of Great Moravia is in... Or maybe it is in my Slavia title. It is. Great Moravia has some land outside of their kingdom. So I don't need to take this. But cool, we can usurp the kingdom title of Great Moravia if we want. I think that would break his realm up. Isn't that what would happen if we usurp his kingdom title? I think it'll cause his realm to break up, because then everybody will be a duke. It'll break up into 3 pieces. I guess I don't need to technically hold on to the kingdom title of Great Moravia. I don't really need it. It would just be another title that I have. But I'm really curious. I was right. It splits his realm up. Okay. I'm going to destroy the title because I don't need it. We have enough prestige. I probably shouldn't have destroyed that. I actually need the prestige a little bit. We can mess with our culture again. We can reform it. And I want to get loyal subjects. We can establish... Okay, it only cost me 4,000 prestige. We have enough. Vassals of this culture do not consider differing faith or culture when joining factions. The vassals of this culture will often learn the language of their liege. Learn language, success chance versus liege, plus 50%. What I really like is the loyal trait is more common, so Czechs are more often to be loyal, which is a very powerful trait for people to get, and it's kind of rare, and I'm hoping that this makes it a little bit more common. all Czech characters, opinion of liege. So all of my vassals, if they're Czech, will get +10 opinion of me. And every county that I convert to Czech will get a permanent +5 popular opinion. So that should help with peasant uprisings. We haven't had to deal with a lot of peasant uprisings recently, which is a very good sign, but this will help us even more with that. I'm going to establish this. We are going to change 2 of our traditions in the future. So I'm curious to get some input because I'm open for anything at this point. I'm open for whatever tradition that we get. I want to replace Life is Just a Joke, and I want to replace Hill Dwellers. So we have 2 new traditions that we can start thinking about what we want to get. Let me know in the comments what you think I should get. I have to go through them. I already went through it and decided loyal subjects, but I haven't gone as far to... I haven't planned ahead for when we switch these 2. And we have plenty of time for when we can reform it, so... we have a lot of time to think about our next traditions. And there she goes, she's pregnant again. My wife is pregnant again. She's gonna give me another daughter, watch. I betrothed this woman to some dude who's in prison right now, but hopefully he'll... I can't do the proposal while he's in prison, so I need to wait. This is 3 counties. So I want to work for this duchy, I want to work for Ungvar, and this one... Cherven Cities? Is that really what the name is? The Cherven Cities, yeah. This one, and then obviously this one as well. So we just need to... we're basically just going to be moving east. Primarily east and south as well. We need to get into the Balkans. So we have a lot of conquest ahead of us, guys. It's going to take a lot of claims to get. Freddy's stressing out a little bit. I might go on a hunt. This man wants to forge us another crown. And because he's legendary, I'm going to let him. Is it just me, or have we not gotten any grovelers? We haven't gotten any yet. And I've been letting time go by. We just haven't had grovelers. I'm gonna stick around again. We're gonna get another one. We're gonna get pedagogy, because this will help the son that my wife is absolutely carrying. This will help them. She's absolutely carrying a son. I neglected, unfortunately, Freddy. I neglected to teach him a lot of languages. So I'm not going to make the same mistake with my children. We're going to find out what she's carrying and what our next child is going to be. And then I think I'm going to go on a hunt just to relieve some stress here. Freddy is a hunter already, so it should make it more successful. Duke Kuna and Duke Sobislav are among the most powerful vassals of my realm. And they both love me. I never know how to keep them happy. What do you mean? You're doing just fine, Freddy. They love you. Let's get to the... Let's try to speed up our progress toward our next level of devotion. We'll get more piety. We're all done in Göttingen. It's fully upgraded. I'll upgrade the castle here next. I'm putting that one off. I just want to get all the buildings underneath it done. Faction created against me. My son, finally! Thank you! Thank you, game. It's silver lining me and this son who better be better than his brother. He better be better than him. But silver lining, me and this son are 56 years apart. So this son, if he's worthy of being my heir, is going to be very young when he takes the throne. By the time Freddy dies, he will probably be in his maybe mid to late 20s, which is really, really good. So I'm talking because I'm delaying and I'm stalling because I'm worried to check him. I would ideally like him to be a genius. If the only trait that he got was genius, I'd be happy about it. Please, 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 please. He got it! Yes! I need to take a breath because I'm legitimately happy and I don't want to scream in the mic. Yes, he's perfect. He only got 2 traits, but he got 2 good ones. Genius it is. Everybody say hello to Freddy. Thank you, game. Thank you. And you know what, too? Just so we don't have a billion more daughters, we have an heir and we have a spare, so we're good. We are going to embrace the good old celibacy. And this will help with getting some piety as well. So we can't deny that Freddy has had plenty of banging in. He's had so much sex. I think he can do without it now. We want to calm down. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children. I think that's an acceptable amount. I left a spot open for Freddy, so I'm gonna be his guardian, and we are gonna send him to university. And he doesn't have a choice in the matter. We're giving him a stewardship education. So I'm very happy about that. I thought I was afraid it would never happen, but if you think positive thoughts, if you tell the game you are carrying a son, the game listens. Let's celebrate. You know what? Let's celebrate. Instead of doing a hunt, let's do a feast, because that will... We can improve opinions with a feast as well. So we're going to actually host a feast. Let's lose some stress. Let's gain some prestige. If we get the Eager Reveler trait, that's okay. Prague is going to be a great place. Ooh, Leto Maurice gets +3 here. Oh, no, they're all +3. They're all +3. Let's do it in the capital. Oh, wait. That's not the capital. Sorry. So we're not doing it in the capital. We're doing it in Slaney. I'm gonna do it in or Slaney is a temple holding. Let's go to a feast in a castle instead of a temple. Let's choose somebody to make happy. Let's make... Hopefully this will get rid of this rivalry. Let's make our spy master, who's still our rival, let's make him the honorary guest. Or we can try to befriend him. We can do a befriend reason. Let's do that instead. Let's try to befriend our spy master so we can end this damn rivalry. Or is he not going to be an option here? I can't befriend him. He's my rival. I guess that's why. So never mind. We'll just do him the honorary guest. We'll still try to befriend somebody, just not him. My Chancellor, he's a young man, so there's no risk of him dying and us stressing out about it. And it's useful to befriend your counselors, so... Is this somebody that I placed here? This is... So, I just wanted to make sure that this is a guy that's on my council, not by force. He didn't force himself onto the council. This is somebody that I actually chose. Because if I befriend somebody that I didn't actually choose and I need to replace, it'll be worthless. So this guy's going to stay on my council, so it's even more valuable to befriend him. So we're going to befriend him as well. We're going to go all out. It's only going to cost me 305 gold? That's pretty cheap. So Freddy's been doing really well. He's been all business, no play. This whole episode, he's been fighting wars and just constantly building things. I think he deserves a feast, so let's do this feast. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. I seem to have spotted some veal cutlets already. I can't find Duke Soboslav anywhere yet. I can't wait for him to arrive so my plan to befriend him can finally start. So finally, my sons are finally starting to develop their personalities. He wants to be just. Now, my plan is to make this kid take the vows. We already have a hook on him, and we're giving him a learning education. I need to make sure that I try to give him traits that will make him more likely to take the vows, and I think doing temperate will do that. It's virtuous to Catholics. Let's do this one instead. I'll take a little bit of stress. Let's make him temperate. Nobody else has a hook on me. So nobody else can use their hooks against me. They're all used up. So that's good news. So opinions are no longer a problem, especially once this feast is done. We will no longer have to worry about opinions. Uh-oh, my wife... What? My wife just got typhus. She's near death. Thank goodness she had a son for us. I have a pretty competent physician. What does she recommend? Today I was given grave news. My wife Gugon has fallen ill with typhus. The future is uncertain. Death lingers closely by her bedside. Yet she might survive. Only God knows. The physician wants to know how my wife should be treated. She's not giving me a recommendation. Let's be cautious about it. We might lose our wife, everybody. She shouldn't be at this feast, that's for sure. Finally, some stress relief. I need it. Even though it's another damn poem that's depressing and about death. How cruel a mistress is random chance, to leave us all in this cursed trance. Without him, we are but hollow shells, all lonely hearts in separate cells. Okay. Thank you. I do like the stress relief, but it's literally nothing but depressing poems constantly. I really hope my wife doesn't die. That would really stink. I would have to find another one. She's my soulmate, so I'm gonna stress out a bunch if she dies. Göttingen is done. Did she get better? What was the result of that treatment? It didn't work. She didn't get any help from my physician, apparently. Watch, right as this feast begins, she's gonna die. My vassal Count Visnata has accused my brother King Eddie of having had an extramarital affair with my cousin. How could he defile the sanctity of his marriage? So we can get a secret against my brother. Oh, no, it's been exposed. It's been exposed. So my brother is an adulterer. Too bad I couldn't get a hook against him. The great table seating the upper nobility on the dais gives a loud crack, and a moment later it gave in under the weight of food and gilded decoration. As my most distinguished guest and I had to be fitted in among the lower nobility, I ended up close to my chancellor, Duke Sobislav. Count Jetrick took it poorly, however, and told everyone it was a grave injustice to be seated with lords and ladies barely better than commoners. Acting quite the opposite, Emperor Narimantas displayed grace and humility among his lessers. The Emperor of the Baltic Empire is at my feast. Sloboslav and I ended up talking all evening and agreed it should not be the last time we feasted and laughed in each other's company. So, success. Befriend intent success. We're friends with our chancellor now. Let's just keep it on recreation now. I want to be prepared for if my wife dies, we're going to need all the stress loss we can get. And I just lost a court jester at the worst time. Oh, I didn't hire a court musician. It increases opinion gain when hosting a feast. Let's see if it's not too late. I'm gonna choose a jester who won't hate us for giving them the job. This guy's average. He's my knight and my jester. So he has a very serious side and a very not serious side to him. Is there anything more jovial than a good feast? Guests throng to and fro, eating and chatting while flickering torchlight plays off every wall, light bouncing like laughter around the hall. I've always found the natural order of a banquet delightful to behold. Tables neatly laid out, social ranks quietly enforced, everyone happy and laughing and in their proper place, exactly where they should be. Sometimes it's nice to simply sit back and enjoy the little things. And there goes all my stress. Every guest with at least one trait in common with you gains 20 opinion. We're greedy, temperate. No, we're greedy, temperate, and just. There's a whole bunch of temperate people here. A few just people as well. I think it'll be worth it. There's a greedy person, too. Most of these people are temperate or just, or... Yeah, let's do that one. I know the other one's going to give us more stress relief. But at least we're getting a little bit of stress relief with this one. And we're getting a whole bunch of opinion gain. Nice. As my guests leave, they seem to depart in good spirits. I'm also relieved to see that Paxtion does not depart without saying farewell. The guest of Emperor Naramontus. The pleading gaze I receive from my rival and vassal Pribignev is taking on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner he has hidden all evening, and the walls are hindering his escape. Do you think a duke would act in such a way? We're trying to end our rivalry. We're not trying to make things worse, so let's help him out. I get a weak hook on him, too. My wife survived! Nice! She held in there. She became an eager reveler, too. Wonderful news. Very nice. I did everything I could, ensuring that Mayor Carol and Kestutis would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me for the order to intervene. Because of our diplomacy, we're going to do this one. We're going to get some prestige. We don't want to take sides. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention on Duke Pribignev, our esteemed guest of honor. Let's toast him. He gains some more opinion. And let's hopefully end this rivalry. How much is it going to take for this rivalry to end? Few candles survive after the last of the guests has left. I can hear a pair of servants letting out sighs of relief after the doors close. The food is still warm on the ceramic plates. Soon, word will reach every corner of the realm, and every noble worth their salt will know that my magnificence is unparalleled. With everyone headed for home with bellies full of exotic delicacies, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I am still grateful that the endeavor is over and done for. I didn't become an eager reveler, but I gained progress towards it. I lost stress. Every non-courtly vassal gains 25 opinion, and every courtly vassal, 7 of them, gain 35. So perfect. Time flew. We're over an hour now. Let me just do one last minute check. Let me do one last minute check of all of our building and stuff. He can give me 170 gold, and I'm going to hold on to that. I wish there was a way to get rid of a rivalry with the hook. It's like, you stop being my rival or else. I wish that was possible, but it isn't. Since he refuses to be my since he refuses to drop the rivalry, and he's already at plus 100, I'm gonna use this hook to modify his contract a little bit. He is a duke after all. So I can't replace my spy master or my steward. So that's everything. Prague is completely built up. You can't upgrade your university. There's only one level. And I don't have the cranes innovation, so I can't upgrade my duchy building here yet. So very, very good. We got everything that we wanted. We boosted our money again because we've just been building things nonstop. We're up to 340 gold per month. We got our next innovations. Let's see how close we are to our next legacy. We're a little bit more than halfway there, and we're just about to get the next level of splendor. Let's do that. It's going to take a minute. By God, man, leave me alone. The peaceful atmosphere is shattered by Dunlang yelling as he storms into the courtyard. Eorkenbert quickly follows but stops when he sees me. My liege, please talk some sense into Dunlang. I'm trying to help him since I have some experience that may improve his work. He's making me a crown and I want this to be good, so... Let's try this one. He refuses to listen. So at least it didn't get worse. It didn't get worse. Grovelers, now they're coming in. Okay, let's end this way then. We'll end with the groveling session. But before we get into the groveling session, everything looks good. Looks great, guys. We have a whole bunch of children. Something that I forgot to do, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to designate this son as my heir. He's my preferred heir. We still have to manage our line of succession after all, but it'll be a little bit easier. Now this son, my first son, he's second in line. He's second in line, so that'll make it a little bit easier to convince him to take the vows. He's preferred by most of my vassals. Most of my vassals prefer him, which is interesting. Maybe if he takes the vows, they'll switch their preference. I don't know, but we designated Freddy as my heir. So let's get this groveling session done, and then we will wrap it up, guys. Great episode. A lot of good things happen. Even though we had children out of control. We finally got a son. And we almost lost our wife. But she's a trooper, and she stuck in there, and she survived. Duke Bohus, my vassal, strides forward, clearly eager to hear my response to his petition. My liege, if House Mercury Ringkobing is to defend itself and Bohemia, Lausitz requires permission and support to strengthen its redoubts. Let us ensure the defense of the realm on your behalf, and thus both reap the benefits of peace. He wants fortification rights in his contract. The vassal is granted the right to construct new castles and fortifications with the support of their liege. This support in practice means that the vassal pays 10% less tax than what their feudal obligation dictates. his contract is in a really good place. It's everywhere that I liked. It's literally perfect, for, at least for me. This is like the perfect contract. I like it. Do we want to ruin it by giving him something? I could just tell him to get out. His opinion will take a little bit of a hit. He's old enough to start swaying, though. Who am I swaying? Somebody that I don't need to sway anymore. So I'm just going to tell him to get out. Is it not enough to be a duke? We're going to take a little bit of stress. But then we're going to sway him. That should help it out a little bit. A peasant man from the castle of Göttingen is brought before me, and no matter what the guards do, he will not stop dancing, trailing blood from mangled feet. I cannot cease, my lord. None of us can. Not until we collapse. Please help us. My courtier, Aisha, is certain that the citizens are afflicted by an excess of blood causing an imbalance in the humors. My patriarch, Derzislav, on the other hand, insists that it is a curse sent by Saint John the Baptist to punish the peasants. Contained dancing mania for 10 years in Göttingen. The development growth in Göttingen goes down by 20% for 10 years. Send your court musician to play for the afflicted. Let's pray for deliverance. Let's get some more piety. We're almost to Paragon of Virtue. And Göttingen is going to suffer from some development growth, but I guess that's not bad. A provincial merchant steps forward, clearly out of his element in my rich halls. I beckon. Come, man, we don't have all day. I am Slavic, representing the disgruntled traders and freemen of Czestochowa, Krakow's greatest city. Niusa, our mayor, own purse, we humbly ask he be replaced by somebody else. This guy who is terrified of me loses some opinion of me. I can find evidence of his incompetence via a stewardship challenge, but I'm going to take 30 stress. I think I'm going to do this one. We get some money out of it. And he was incompetent, so yeah. Replace him. We just lost our Realm Priest. Our Realm Priest was 17 learning. This one's 16. That's not bad. And he's young. But he's a very scary Realm Priest. Look at these traits he has. As long as he doesn't hate us and we don't get on his bad side. That's a pretty nasty Realm Priest. So everyone, alright, so it dragged on a little bit at the end there, but we just went up to the next level of splendor, so now we're fabled. So I'm not going to worry about any of these, I'm finding reasons to keep going, but we are going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one was a pretty good one. We got some more conquest, and our line of succession is pretty much secure. We got the heir that we wanted, and I'm really happy about that. So, a whole bunch of really good things happened. I had a bunch of fun. We went to a feast, and everything went well. So, that's the end, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Also, hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to the channel yet. Become an awesome lord or lady. It's worth it, guys. Come and join us for future episodes of Bohemian Rhapsody, and I will see you guys for the next one, episode 40. Coming at you soon, but until then, have a good one, guys.